Hello and welcome to FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the City of Greensboro. All City of Greensboro offices and facilities will be closed on Monday, September 3rd in observance of the Labor Day holiday. As a result, there will be no trash or recycling collections on Labor Day. Instead, Monday's collections will take place on Tuesday, September 4th, and Tuesday's collections will take place on Wednesday, September 5th. For more information, please call the city's contact center at 336-373-CITY. The City of Greensboro is hosting its 8th annual 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb downtown at the Belmead parking deck. The event will take place at 9 a.m. on Saturday, September 15th, as a way to honor the public safety personnel who perished at the World Trade Center in New York City. Residents are invited to put on their tennis shoes and participate in the fundraising event. Participants have the option of climbing the flights of stairs a total of 9 times, representing approximately 73 flights of stairs. This is the equivalent of the highest floor New York Fire Department firefighters reached on 9/11. While the event is free, donations will be accepted and presented to 3 charities: the Special Olympics, Ignite the Spirit, and TLC Fund. Greensboro Fire Chief Bobby Nugent said this event has become an incredible way for us to come together as a community to remember those who lost their lives on September 11th. What started out as a way for us to remember has grown into an event that is much more than that. The Belmead parking deck is located downtown at 220 North Green Street. Registration begins at 7:30 a.m. on September 15th. Specially designed event T-shirts will be sold at the event for $10 along with other merchandise. For more information or to make a donation, contact Brent Gerald at 336-430-6041. The Greensboro Department of Transportation is excited to share its 2017-2018 annual report. The report includes planning and construction details about major projects currently underway. There's also an overview on the Vision Zero Greensboro campaign and the Greensboro Transit Authority's long-term plan. The annual report also features other information about the department's activities and accomplishments from the last fiscal year. GDOT maintained its focus on developing and implementing transportation improvements to enhance safety and mobility for all modes of travel that will be sustained for years to come. GDOT consists of more than 250 full-time and contracted employees working diligently to create a #1 ranked transportation system for Greensboro residents and visitors. To access the Greensboro Department of Transportation annual report, visit the city's website. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's news for your health.
A plant-based diet is one of the strongest nutritional recommendations for cancer prevention. How does your diet stack up? The recommendation is for 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, lots of whole grains and dried beans. All of these give us the phytonutrients and fiber that we need for cancer prevention. Let me show you how easy this can be. For breakfast, we have some whole grain oats sprinkled with cinnamon, drizzled with honey, and add a little bit of walnuts for those omega-3 fatty acids and protein. Pair that with some low-fat or non-dairy milk and some beautiful berries for that extra boost of color. Another meal idea for breakfast would be whole grain toast with low-fat cheese. Add that spinach to get that vegetable in there and top that with an egg. Always add the fruit. And here are some lunch ideas. Here we have some whole wheat pita bread. Pair that with some hummus and some tabbouleh. This tabbouleh can be made with bulgur wheat or quinoa to make it gluten-free. Here we have added parsley. That added parsley is a good phytonutrient, a good cancer fighter. Pair that with a lot of colorful vegetables and a piece of fresh fruit and you're good to go. Here is another lunch idea. We have a sweet potato chili. You can make your own soup. Make sure that you add plenty of vegetables and dried beans, black beans, pintos, chickpeas. All can be added even to a canned soup to boost up the nutritional value. Add in that salad and some whole grain crackers, and you've got a lunch to carry you the rest of the day. And here is a quick and easy dinner idea. Here we have some salmon that I've baked, lots of good vegetables. Again, broccoli, all that good color. Color means phytonutrients, color means cancer prevention. Here we have some whole grain brown rice and quinoa. Pair it with some watermelon for dessert. And if you want, a salad and whole grain crackers or a whole grain roll on the side. A second dinner option would be keep it simple with a salad. You can add some chickpeas to add that extra boost of fiber and nutrition, and you can also add the salmon to the salad. As you can see in all of our sample meals, that vegetables and whole grains and beans filled up most of our plate. That should truly fill up 2/3 of your plate. A meat portion should be small, about the size of a deck of cards, or be used more as a garnish. Red meat can increase the incidence of cancer as well. Limit red meat to 18 ounces per week, or limiting things such as bacon because of the nitrates. All of these wonderful vegetables can be great on the grill. When you're grilling meat, prepare it in the house by partially cooking it. And then when you grill, keep it on the grill for a shorter period of time. Make sure all the fat is trimmed off of the meat. By following those tips, that reduces the amount of carcinogens that are being produced when it's cooked at such high heat. Let's talk about what we drink. Alcohol is so prevalent in our society. Alcohol has been negatively associated with cancer risk. It's the recommendation, if you're a woman, to limit your alcohol intake to 1 serving a day, or a man, 2 servings a day. Sugary drinks are also so prevalent in our society. What are some of the other options that we can drink? Water infused with slices of lemon, limes, strawberries, or melon. Chilled herbal teas over ice. Seltzer water with just a splash of juice. These are all tips that you can do to prevent cancer. Thank you for joining me here today. I hope that this information has been helpful. For more information about the services at the Cone Health Cancer Center, go to conehealth.com/cancer. I'm Laura Jobe.
Plans are underway to restore portions of Kings Forest Park that were damaged by the tornado. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The city of Greensboro recently hosted a community conversation at Peeler Recreation Center to provide residents who live nearby an overview of work scheduled at Kings Forest Park. The work is being performed to clean up areas which were extensively damaged by the April 2018 tornado and to prepare the park for reforestation and restoration. Approximately 1 acre of parkland at the corner of Phillips Avenue and Lord Foxley Drive will be clear-cut. All remaining trees and brush will be removed. Trees that were damaged on the Larchmont Drive side of the park will be selectively removed. Following the tree and clearing work, grass seed and straw will be applied. Contractors hired to complete this work are expected to begin in early September. The project will take approximately 1 month to complete. Maps and information are available at Peeler Recreation Center located at 1300 Sykes Avenue. Residents who attended the community conversation indicated they would support a replanting effort which will involve the city, the nonprofit Greensboro Beautiful, and neighbors. Residents will have the opportunity to participate in an Arbor Day celebration in the park in March 2019 and a Neighborwoods community tree planting in November 2019. In addition to tree plantings, conversations about future improvements to the park are ongoing. For more information about this project, please contact the Parks Operations Division Manager, Ron McMillan, at 336-373-7539. Greensboro Parks and Recreation is accepting applications for Youth Leadership Greensboro, which is a year-long leadership development program for high school sophomores, juniors, and seniors. The application deadline is 12 noon, Monday, September 10th. The registration fee is $80 and assistance to cover the fee is available. This program is for students who want to make a difference in the community by becoming better advocates and problem solvers. Youth Leadership Greensboro is designed by teens who have graduated from the program. Students will learn about local issues of concern. Subjects covered in the past include diversity, politics, media, health, law and justice, the economy, environment, and advocacy. Students will have 6 full-day sessions from October to March and will also work in small groups to explore one topic of interest more deeply. Applications for Youth Leadership Greensboro are available online. For more information, contact Program Specialist Anna Hoy at 336-373-7757. The City of Greensboro Parks and Recreation's Special Events Office is now accepting vendor applications for the 2018 North Carolina A&T Aggie Fan Fest. Vendors have until 5 p.m. on Friday, September 14th to submit applications. The festival will take place November 2nd through November 4th at the historic War Memorial Stadium located at 510 Yanceyville Street. The Greensboro Parks and Recreation Special Events Office continues to make this annual event one of the top festivals in the Triad. North Carolina A&T Aggie Fan Fest is the largest city-managed special event in Greensboro, entertaining more than 50,000 people during North Carolina A&T State University's homecoming weekend. This year, the festival producers have added more family-friendly entertainment, along with musical performances and a visit from the North Carolina A&T Marching Band, made possible by WNAA 90.1 The Voice. Aggie Fan Fest also features more than 100 vendors of art, food, and fashions. Vendor applications are posted on the special events website, or printed copies are in the office located at Suite 101 at the Greensboro Cultural Arts Center at 200 North Davie Street. In an effort to spotlight and celebrate local artists, business owners, community builders, and essentially the next generation of leaders, the city is proud to partner with Action Greensboro to introduce our Made in Greensboro series. This day, we place the spotlight on Nadia Hassan and her passion for patterns. Nadia Hassan left her full-time job as a web designer at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro to pursue her passion for patterns, colors, and textiles. Now she is a business owner who designs bold and colorful surface patterns for products sold by companies like Target and Hobby Lobby. You can also purchase her sassy prints on fabric, gift wrap, or wallpaper at her Spoonflower shop, a print-to-order site used by artists. Nadia says her style is always evolving, but her love for bold graphics, clean lines, cheerful colors, and a healthy dose of playfulness has remained consistent from the beginning. She enjoys experimenting with abstraction and the delicate balance between positive and negative space. The process is as much about play as work. It's an exciting investigation of ideas, colors, shapes, textures, and scale. Each day, Nadia looks forward to discovering where the limitless possibilities will lead. Her work has been featured in national magazines such as Cloth and Uppercase. To learn more about Made in Greensboro or to see more images taken by photographers Jerry Walford and Scott Mothersbaugh, visit the Action Greensboro website at madeingso.com. To date, more than 1,500 people have participated in Creative Greensboro through a series of forums, discussion groups, and surveys. This supports the efforts of the Greensboro Cultural Arts Master Plan, or GCAMP. Results and preliminary priorities will be presented on Wednesday, September 12th at the Union Square Campus Auditorium located at 124 East Gate City Boulevard. The meeting time will be determined at a later date. For more information, please visit the GCAMP website. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with the folks from Other Voices to see what's happening in the way of diversity and inclusion. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Recognizing differences in opinions, celebrating ethnicity, and respecting someone else's point of view are some of the focal points of a leadership training offered by the Chamber of Commerce. Joining me now to tell us about Other Voices is Lieutenant Dan Knott. He is a graduate of this professional development program. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what your assignment to the Patrol Division in District 3 is, just so we can have some context as your role in the city, and then how Other Voices helped you.
I'm currently one of 2 executive officers in the district. Each patrol district has a captain and 2 lieutenants. So I supervise half of the patrol squads and also have the community resource officers. So a big part of what I do is I look for crime patterns within the districts and things we need to do, how we can better deploy our officers, and also with the community resource officers and with the patrol officers, constantly looking for ways that we can engage the community. So while we're dealing with these crime issues in the community, that the people within the community know why we're there. And we're also hearing their voice as to what they want us to do in the community. So it's important that you have that balance between the enforcement action and the engagement, that one doesn't work without the other.
And with that direct engagement with our residents, Other Voices is a training tool, so to speak, to help you better understand where other people are coming from.
Yes. Greensboro is an extremely diverse city, as you well know. When I grew up here in the city, and at the time, I don't know if it wasn't as diverse or if I just didn't notice it, but once you go out and you get out of your own little section of the city and you see more of it, you realize that we have immigrants from all over the world, actually. And so a program like Other Voices allows you to actually hear someone tell you why they see the world through the lens in which they do. And it's very important in anything we do that we understand that everyone is going to see the world differently. And Other Voices allows us to go into a place where, non-judgmentally, we can sit down and discuss these differences and discuss why we see the world through the lens that we do and the experiences that led us to that point.
Excellent. That sounds very interesting, and I know it's a lot of people who go in together into these different graduating classes. How do you apply the concepts from the law enforcement standpoint?
Much of what we just talked about how diverse our community is. Sometimes when we speak of diversity, it seems like we want to talk about it in terms of color. That's one of the many, many different types of diversity we have right here with our religions, our ethnicity, our sexuality, gender identity, all these things. And Other Voices, you actually hear people from all of these different types of groups come in and speak about their experience. And so when you do go out into the community and you're actually dealing with people who are different than you, who at one time you may never completely understand them, this, that, and the other, but you do learn that they do have a voice and that you do need to listen to them, and you do need to take the time to not form your own opinion before you actually get to know the person behind the ism, I guess you could say, because we all have different isms. And so Other Voices teaches you to get beyond the ism and actually listen to the person that's behind that ism. And most of the time you realize they're not that much different than you are.
Excellent. And having gone through the training, who would you recommend to sign on and participate in Other Voices?
I think anyone that wants to be a leader in any type of organization in the city needs to realize that your workforce is going to come from a very diverse background, and you're not going to be able to you're never going to understand everyone. I don't care how hard we try and how hard we try to say that we are, but it's a great opportunity to realize that we live in an era where we talk about the need for dialogue, but it seems like all we ever have is monologue. And so Other Voices gives you the opportunity to realize, to sit down and actually have dialogue with people, so that maybe within the people that you serve, whether you're in the private industry or the government sector, and the people who you're employing to serve those people, you can get a better understanding of what is making these people click, for a lack of a better term, so that you can deal with them on a more fair and equitable basis. So I think anyone that's running any kind of organization or is in any level of management within an organization would greatly benefit from Other Voices.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Lieutenant Dan, for stopping by and sharing your experience with Other Voices and giving us an inside view of how it's helped you with law enforcement. And I'm sure that this has motivated other folks who weren't aware of this program to perhaps check it out through the Chamber of Commerce and get involved.
Awesome. Super.
Come back and see us.
Oh, you got it.
Thank you. Stay Stay tuned for a little-known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. One way to stay informed about what's happening in the city is by attending or tuning in to city council meetings. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot attend, we broadcast the meetings live right here on GTN. We also stream the meetings live on the city's website. Council meetings take place at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesdays of the month on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The first meeting of the month includes public comments and special presentations. Meetings on the third Tuesday of the month focus on public hearings and city business. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. United Way of Greater Greensboro is expanding its integrated service delivery approach to ending local poverty by partnering with the Salvation Army of Greensboro to open a second Family Success Center, or FSC. The second FSC will operate at the Salvation Army Center of Hope located at 1311 South Eugene Street and is expected to open before the end of the year. The FSC model addresses the needs of low-income families by offering services that are bundled and tailored to meet the unique needs of individuals and families in one accessible location. Services focus on employment, education, financial capability, health and wellness, and basic needs and are provided through collaboration. The Salvation Army was selected as the lead partner through a competitive application process led entirely by a volunteer review committee. United Way's first Family Success Center was established in 2015 with lead partner Guilford Child Development and will continue to be supported by more than 30 community partners. To date, the first FSC has helped more than 200 families, representing nearly 600 adults and children on their journey towards self-sufficiency. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Jody. It's Labor Day weekend and there is a lot of fun to be had in Greensboro, so let's get started. On Friday evening, head over to the Greensboro Science Center for the amazing Laser Zeppelin Laser Light Show. This show highlights some of Led Zeppelin's greatest hits, including Stairway to Heaven and Over the Hills and Far Away. Show times are 7, 8, and 9 p.m. Tickets are $5 each and shows last about 45 minutes. For more information or to check out everything the Science Center has to offer, visit greensboroscience.org. On Saturday, come out to the Farmers Curb Market for the Melon Celebration. Join us on the lawn and try samples of local North Carolina grown watermelons and cantaloupes while supplies last, so be sure to get there early. And later, celebrate Labor Day by joining us for a day of North Carolina burgers and brews on the lawn. Chef Jay Pierce of Moselle's Fresh Southern Bistro will be cooking up tasty sliders, and Foothills Brewery will be serving their local beer selections on the lawn. Visit gsofarmersmarket.org for a complete list of celebrations happening at the Curb Market. If you want to see some live music, head over to the Carolina Theater and check out the Charlotte-based soul rock outfit Downtown Abbey and the Echoes. With powerful vocals and a groovy rhythm section, this band is a must-see for all ages. Also performing is Twisted River Junction, a jam band with influences from funk, reggae, blues, and psych rock. The show begins at 8 p.m., so be sure to get your tickets at carolinatheater.com. Also on Saturday, the iconic group Intocable will officially conclude its highway tour with a performance at the Greensboro Coliseum Complex's Special Events Center. The acclaimed Highway album was their most successful album with 6 popular singles. For ticket information or to view other upcoming events, visit greensborocoliseum.com. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN and have a safe and happy Labor Day.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 22 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The City of Greensboro has established a weekly water sampling protocol to monitor chemicals flowing into Lake Brant from Horsepen Creek, as well as the treated water leaving the Mitchell Water Treatment Plant. The weekly sampling will enable the city to predict the timing and amount of additional treatment needed to reduce the levels of PFOS and PFOA detected in drinking water. While no drinking water regulatory limit has been violated, the city remains committed to resolving this issue. Meanwhile, the Mitchell Water Treatment Plant needs to operate intermittently to address operational issues such as fire protection needs and water demands. However, the amount of water coming from the plant will be kept at a minimum until the temporary treatment system is operational. For more information and the latest updates about the quality of our water, visit the city's website. On the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Drama Center of City Arts and Events. The Drama Center will celebrate its 50th anniversary season by offering theater education opportunities at a special rate of $50. This is a 35% discount for an 8-week session. Registration is open now and classes begin later this month and into September. Classes include musical theater for ages 5 to 12, which will teach technique through excerpts from the Broadway show Seussical, and storybook theater, a creative drama class for ages 4 to 6. For teens, there is a musical theater and acting class. For adults, there's a movement lab, which explores a myriad of physical theater techniques for actors. In addition to classes, there are monthly workshops in improvisation, playwriting, directing, and film production. For more information or to register, visit the website or call 336-373-2728. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.